I think this launch will be, for me, it will be the most exciting because there's the most innovation packed in this product.
I cannot remember a time in history of bass fishing that there's been this much new innovation, new product, new features and benefits brought to the market in the whole industry.
Oh, I believe the most surprising part to the consumers as we launch this product is going to be the finish on the product, the style of the product, and the fact that it cannot be compared to anything pre-existing in the marketplace.
I know that we have landed on the perfect combination of where you're talking about the dead rise of the hull or the height of the decks, the way we fish now. It's a perfect balance in my opinion. The bar has definitely been moved upward, and I think that'll be easy to see.
When the end user gets to see these products, I think the first thing that he'll notice is, this is so much different than what I've seen in the past. But once he's able to get in the boat and sit down in the seat and go, oh, suspension, or, look at the live well system and go, well, that fills all the way to the top and we've created a vacuum now. And then, these fish are gonna be so much more lively when they get the weigh in. He starts to really understand where we were coming from this product, that every single inch of it was manufactured and designed to make you a better fisherman on the water.
There's no question that the product that we've launched, it will set a new industry standard. People will look at that and go, without question, that's the best. But what's important to note is that we're not finished with that, right? That's our job. Day one is to continue to bring the industry standard to market, because that's what happens in the world of innovation. As people follow suit, everybody catches up, and then it's our job to do it again. And that's what's made our team successful for longer than I've been around.
I think that, what you'll see different about this product is that it's starting from a point of view, or the place that it's starting is where the market is today. The game is changing, and we're going to change a lot of that just from our innovation.
There's not one single thing that you can point to and say, that's what makes it different. It's a combination, or a compilation, I should say, of numerous different innovations all packaged together into one. It's these raised decks. I mean, I love to flip shallow water and to look at that deck and say, my goodness, I've never had anything quite like this to fish from. Or the small features. You can even look at the boarding ladder itself and think, no longer is that in the way. It's tucked away until I need it.
Oh, I look at our new fiberglass product, and it's phenomenal what we have accomplished. I looked at our engineering team and our design team and what they've put into that, and it makes me excited just being a part of watching this along the way.
From the bow, where you can flush mount the largest electronics that are made right now, the padded front deck as you move back and get to the cockpit area. The angler is going to really appreciate the suspension seats. This is really going to change the game. And they're standard equipment.
I think the first two things you look at as a bass boat guy are the console and the seats. And when you look at these, you immediately go, whoa, there's nothing like this. But it's so deeper than that. It goes all the way into the storage boxes and the live well system and even the battery compartment. All of those things have been rethought and redefined for this product.
I think it's a new breed of boats, a style of boat. It's just something new, and I think everybody's been needing it for a long time, and it's a fresh look, fresh styling.
One of the things that we've done, and it's unique to this whole product launch, is the fact that we've digitally developed this thing from the ground up. Make no mistake about it, there's still handwork and that craftsmanship involved, but you take the two and blend them together, and how else would you get a whole product line launched in just a matter of a few months? And that was the way we were able to do that.
We talked about the open molding. We've gone to vacuum infusion. That's an entirely different process. It's using some of the same materials or similar materials, but the result will be different. Lighter, stronger, faster, better performance. We do have gel coat on these boats, and we use very high quality product, but we have chosen to post-paint these, which is a laborious process that takes a very high skill level, and it's hard to duplicate.
The best way you can really experience and appreciate what we've done with the hull design is to be the last boat in your tournament. At takeoff, be the last boat and go through those swells that are combining on top of each other, and then get out into the open water. And by the time you've done that, you'll understand why you purchased a Vexus or would want to.
As far as the ride, and that's paramount in any boat, because the conditions are not always perfect. You don't always have a glassy water. And a lot of time and effort was spent to make sure that we accomplish that balance. And that is that we have the entry of the V, the length of the boat, the center of gravity. Putting the fuel, for example, below the floor line lowers the center of gravity and makes a big difference in the way that boat responds when it's in rougher seas. So all of those things, it is a balance. It's not just one variable. You have to plug all of those things in. And I think that the ride will speak for itself as far as if we accomplish that goal. One of the things that we're doing standard is we're putting airwave suspension seating on the driver and passenger seat, which is a remarkable product that really absorbs the initial shock of the wave beyond what the hull absorbs. So those two in combination, a great riding hull and that airwave suspension, is going to be a very noticeable difference in the product.
Whether it's 6-footers going across Lake Erie or boat wakes at Lake of the Ozarks the 1st of June, you're going to see that this product was engineered for your experience in rough water to be better, and you'll be really impressed with what you see from our boats.
In our deck space, you'll notice that it's huge, and not only that, but below the decks, the amount of space that's underneath that deck.
And we've deepened these boxes to the point that they're exponentially more storage in this boat. It's also drier storage, mind you. The lids are taller, the channel to evacuate the water's bigger.
We designed a cooler between the driver and passenger seat where it needs to be, and so you can gain access to it very easily. And I think that'll be a real strong characteristic or attribute of this boat. We cantilevered the consoles, so it gives it a lot more room, leg in, leg out. Cantilevered more than anything that I've seen, which changes the look, but it also has a purpose for being that way. The fish need to go in, and they need to be weighed, and they need to be taken care of. So our thought was that we want to create that air ride for the fish. And so that live well, we've developed it into 2 stages. We can go into a full mode like normal, and then a really full mode, which puts us into a no slosh situation. It smooths out the ride inside the live well.
As a multi-species angler, I can think of guys that I know and have spent time on those big waters in the north with. They're going to look at this boat and say, I'm going to be able to fish longer in my career because of the ride of this boat. The look of it is so far and away different. You come from a world where I'm going to call it battleship-looking aluminum boats. This thing's so far and away different than that it's going to stand out in a crowd of boats in any marina.
There's never been anything like this. We are changing the game in deep V walleye fishing or multi-species.
I think this new technology is game-changing in that it's greener, and it's leaner, and it's meaner. And by that I mean the people that use our product are not casual users, generally speaking. They're enthusiasts. And if we can do all of those 3 things that I just mentioned, they will see it in the performance of the product at the end of the day.
With bold symmetry and an aggressive stance, this is a rebellion. A total transformation and rejection of anything ordinary. Inside and out, every Vexus fiberglass model is an incredibly advanced structure, built for structure, and engineered to overwhelmingly raise the bar. Every line flows with complex detail, purpose, and mind-numbing newness. It's a symphony of innovation built on a platform of precision. Collectively, the design is so fused and focused, it's bred to instantly take charge. the fiberglass VX and DVX Series from Vexus. More than a new look, this is an all-out revolution in quality, innovation, and total performance. Experience the future of fishing and take home a groundbreaking obsession, built to pull you close and then blow you away.